Hello, it's Brandy Tyler Dinsmore, and I'm going to go over my behavior change project. Here's a little bit of the participant information. The participant is a male, age 16, 10th grade, diagnosed with ASD, OHI, and has speech language impairment. And based on some autism spectrum rating scales, the information was gathered that the participant has trouble using appropriate verbal and nonverbal communication, engages in unusual behaviors, has trouble with impulse control, trouble with relating to peers and adults, um, over acts to sensory stimulation and has trouble focusing attention. The participant can be argumentative with adults and has problems with relating to peers appropriately and acts on impulse and is easily distracted. And the participant lacks awareness of personal boundaries with peers and adults, so she struggles in social situations. The operational definition of the problem behavior would be classroom disruption, but breaking those down to like three target behaviors, and I'll show this later on part of the token economy. But the three target behaviors that the participant will have to look at is: was I respectful? Did I participate appropriately in class? And did I have positive interactions with others? And that would be broken down into like maybe blurting out, dancing, singing, making inappropriate noises to gain attention from peers and adults. That could also look like argumentative upon receiving redirection, making fun of others, including name calling and teasing, and then the inappropriate proximity of touching of others and being in their personal space. The data collection system will be taken 2 to 3 days per week, and it will rotate throughout the week because of the different schedule. So students have a 7-period day on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, and then on Wednesday and Thursday are odd even block days. And then the teacher will have a minute by minute sheet and will be able to clearly mark based on the behavior that's being exhibited. This will make more sense when I show you the actual minute by minute data sheet, and that's on the next slide. But let's see. Actually, let me just go ahead. So here's the minute by minute sheet. So an example of the classroom disruption, let's say that his behavior was argumentative, and from 9:03 to 9:07, that time would be marked with the color orange. And then maybe he starts making fun of somebody at 9:07 to 9:09. That would be marked. What did I have? Purple. And then maybe, well, and then we would just go ahead. Lastly, the classroom disruption would be colored green from 9:03 to 9:09 because that was just disrupting the class. So you'd have three of those colors. And the target behaviors down here at the bottom, so you could put the colors so you know what to mark. And this is so maybe after you move from the minute to minute sheet, then you can move to the student self-monitoring their own behavior. And they would have the definitions down here at the bottom, and they would just make a tally for each time that behavior is exhibited. I'm sorry, excuse me. And then after the data's been taken, the participant will be provided a self and match form. And this is a type of self-monitoring token economy sheet. And this will be carried with the student from class to class to determine if he or she has met their daily objectives. And then, throughout the day, the staff, the teachers, the paras, everybody involved will just give that verbal praise, high fives, thumbs up, just to give that positive attention that he or she is seeking. And then each day the participant will participate with a check-in with the classroom staff. So like if he's in math, he'll go through that whole class, and at the very end of the class he will have to say, was he respectful? And then once he goes through those 3 target behaviors, then the teacher will go through and mark it. And I'll show you an example of that as well. So I kind of got ahead of myself, but this is what I was talking about, and then this will be based on his points. So if he matches what the teacher says, then he or she would receive 3 points. And then if they both said no, he or she would get 1 point for recognizing that. And then if the teacher and student do not agree, it would be 0 points. But let me show you the sheet so it can make more sense. Oh, sorry. So here's the self and match form. So this has it labeled first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. And then there's the target behaviors. Was I respectful? Did I participate? Did I have positive interaction? And so like the beginning of class, he would have to meet all those, and at the end be able to say if he met them. He or she, I'm sorry. So let's just say that for first period, the student and staff both agreed that yes, that was all met, so he or she would receive 3 points. And if he meets that mid-mark, 24 points, then maybe he wants to be able to go to the cafeteria. And then he would be able to because he met it. And then at the next mark would be maybe the following day have no escort. And so then this would be based on doing a single case research design, the ABAB design. And this is what it would look like. So there's the baseline, and then the intervention of the self-match form, and then the withdrawal, returning back to baseline, and then implementing the intervention again. So in summary, this intervention for behavior change was effective. Finding, an appropriate token economy for the high school setting, it's just challenging to be consistent with rules and expectations with the constant transition in different teachers and different classes. So providing that self and match form for the participant, it clearly defines what's to be expected in every class with every teacher, no matter what transition or class or subject that the student is going to. That just has to be followed. So, but that's it. Thank you.